Gotta catch myself, bro. Billionaires are fine. They just need to pay their fair share of taxes and stop shipping the tax burden. Ah, yes, Roxas. Ah, yes. Now that I can agree with, pal. They took our gerbs. Our gerbs. The ambassador. Yo, Boy X Breezy with the gift sub. This shit, I hope you didn't gift, what's his name?
I appreciate it, man.
And J Splash with the gifted subs. Appreciate the gifted subs. Helping people always makes me feel good in heart, so I pray in the future I'll be able to help financially. Of course. Always great to help people. I just never liked how, you know, when people, the more fortunate people, that when suckers be trying to be in their pocket saying, you know what, you should do this. Tell me what to do with my money, sucker. I get it though. Who you?
I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
No one gift young Cody, please. None of that sucker rot.
Maybe I can help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
Oh yeah, that was the last thing I did when I was on this game. I became
Spectre.
a commander.
I heard they were thinking about.
Well,
letting
no,
you
a
use
specter.
ranks. About time. Well, that means
A
you can
specter.
go anywhere you want, right? Even out into the Traverse? My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty.
Spectre, shut your behind up, Spectre.
Yo,
Yo, Spectre, I freaking love, literally, as soon as I get on Mass Effect, your freaking black ass just pops up out the freaking ground. That's crazy.
Any idea why someone would attack them?
Privateers, slavers, mercs.
Look at my
looking
man
for an easy
hairline.
score. There's a lot of nasty sorts out in the Traverse. I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find him.
They no more. Gareth? Say no more, Geronimo. The CSEC office. Spectre, where should I be going, bro? I always need to be kind of put back on track when I get back on this. Lost. This is about to be on Game Pass. I can't wait. Oh yeah? Is it really? Anything on Game Pass equals mid. False. Try again there, buddy. Spectre. Answer me, sucker. Buffalo, you're freaking staying, buddy. If you're looking to resolve the dispute, go to the... Buffalo, you're staying, pal. Alright, good night, bro. Which Presidium location, Buckford? I'm trying to get put back on track, Spectre. I remember the last thing I did is when I became the Spectre in this game. But every time I get back on this game, I'll be lost for a while. Put me back on a track. That's what I asked. Depending on what type of gamer you are, Xbox is going to kill Sony this gen. What makes you say that? Kill? Store. Point of interest. Alright, Buckford.
Sir Backfeet. Sir Catfeet.
Got a moment, Spectre?
Who you?
Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
Good for you.
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles. I'm acquainted with a pair of powerful crime bosses. They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
If they're as bad as you say they are, they need to be dealt with.
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will
Excellent.
wait for you at the third set of
Excellent.
coordinates. Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
It's been a pleasure. Mina, you're the point of interest?
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the
You plan on
aftermath
buying
of the
that
Krogan
junk,
rebellions,
Eagle?
several embassies petitioned
Out
to
of
have
buying
the
freaking
statue
collections.
removed.
Especially for stuff that
However,
don't need it.
this
Uncharted?
motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted
Ah, yes,
several new
the
colony
Rachni
worlds by
Wars.
the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by
Executed.
other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni. Then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Thank you, Avina. That the dispute is somewhere in this, Okay, Sean. Oh, yeah, I see it.
Plot. Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm feeling like this game is gonna be. I don't know. I just feel like this show is kind of like got Dune vibes, like the movie, to where there's like so much stuff going on. It's kind of like. But I hear Mass Effect 2 does like a good job at like summing up everything. I just feel like this junk got way too much lore and like stuff going on for me to pay attention to it all / care. But I'm trying. I could never get into Mass Effect. How come? Not your cup of tea, perhaps?
Not your cup of joe.
it picks up when you start doing missions. Yeah.
Any progress with that Hanar?
I think you should let the Hanar preach in the Presidium.
The Presidium is a place of culture and respect. It should not be filled with zealots shouting their idiocy. Why should the jellies get special treatment? Every other species understands and obeys the laws.
I'll be back.
I don't care what you have to do. Just get rid of that Hanar.
The jellies.
Has the CSEC officer been assuaged? Is this really how you want to represent the Enkindlers? The truth of the Enkindlers must be made known. They gave the Hanar language, and gave the universe the mass relays. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble. I'll be back. This one will continue to spread its message.
Any progress with that Hanar?
I think you should let the Hanar preach in the Presidium.
The Presidium is a place of culture and respect. It should not be filled with zealots shouting their idiocy. Why should the jellies get special treatment? Every other species understands and obeys the laws.
Are you using derogatory terms towards the Hanar? Jellies?
If I purchased the evangelical permit myself, would that take care of things?
As long as it stays in approved areas once it has the permit, yes. That would solve the issue for me.
I'll be back.
I don't care what you have to do. Just get rid of that Hanar.
Yeah, he did, but trying to figure out. So should I buy a permit?
My people used to have an embassy
How do I
here,
put this shit back away?
but after we created the Geth, they were no longer welcome.
Got the damn controls in this game. That ass forgot the damn controls. How you holster your junk back? Thank you. But so permit perhaps? Just talk one of these up. Jeremy, get on Hitman 3.
Has the CSEC officer been assuaged? The CSEC officer is just doing his job. You're causing trouble. This one is too humble to suggest that the CSEC officer is personally biased. This one only wishes to spread the truth to any who will listen. There is no intent to cause trouble. What if I purchase the evangelical permit for you? Finances are only a partial limitation. This one does not believe that one should pay in order to speak the truth. However, this one also does not possess the 150 credits necessary to purchase the permit.
Another money grabber.
150 credits? This should cover you. This is a most appreciated action. You are not of the Hanar, but you wish to help spread the truth of the Enkindlers.
No, AO5 King, there was
This
a
one
new
will
studio.
not cause any further trouble for the CSEC officer. This one offers its thanks.
How you look at your, well, got rid of the Hanar. Guess you go to the Codex. How you look at how much,
Credits you got. Credits. My credits. Listen down yonder. Down yonder ways. My credits.
Donations. Donations.
Do that.
Donations.
Game
Donations.
We uber comfy right now. Got some spicy Korean wings from Wingstop and watching my favorite streamer. Yeah, we eating good tonight. A new year, a new me, day gamer comfy.
A new year, a new me. Yo, I ain't never had Wingstop spicy Korean wings. Are those good? Sound good. But is it actually? Spicy Korean wings.
Ooh. And she got
14? Woo! Oh, we gotta upgrade you, my baby. Sir. Hello, Honda driver. No, Monkey, are they really? Most times if I go to Wingstop, I don't try to get the different flavors. I stay with what I like. Spicy Korean wings, bro. Oh no.
I see the Hanar is left. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Here, for your assistance.
Sounds pretty
in this
good.
matter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should report to my superiors.
Mission complete. No, I did not yet, King of the NBA. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I be taking my time on beating games now. I remember before when games would come out, I like try to rush to beat it so I could have out a review. And I still do that for like the big titles, but most times, bro, now I be trying to beat games at my own pace, bro. You know? Eli Joker, I appreciate the bits, buddy. Hope your 2022 is off to exquisite start. Thanks, pal. All missions complete in the Citadel. The crime lord. Han system of the Gemini Sigma cluster. Well, all right. Get off the Citadel now. Watch this. Alright, so we made some great progress on Mass Effect. I'm about to get on watch parties, y'all. The suckers in Discord be getting heated when I get off this game too early. They be like, he never plays it too long. That jump be hysterical. Except my Steam gift.
In other news, Exogenic Corp is
What's
still
Steam gift?
denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
I am Archangel. It's comfy.
I really am. Huh, the more you know.
Oh, I think I did get an email. Did you gift me Death Stranding, Fazzy? I think I did get that freaking email. Oh, why y'all suck? Oh my god. And he gifted me to jump with the damn soundtrack too. Bazzy gifted Jeremy the outdated version of Death Stranding. What you mean, Buffer? The outdated version. Like it gifted me Hideo Stranding. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gemini Sigma cluster. Director's Cut is actually coming to PC. They found a Steam page for it. Oh yeah? Is it really? Love to see it. This one, D2.
Binary Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic...
Ambassador.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
Excuse me?
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
This isn't right. The Normandy belongs to you.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went.
Oh yeah, when we was
now
in the freaking club with the freaking blue what are the blue thotties, and that guy out of the bar was like told us this, and I remember this. I need the info.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him.
They demoted the black man
race. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
It's also dropping on P. Isn't God of War 2018 already on Steam now, I think?
I'll stop him.
That's freaking disgusting.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording.
PC.
She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans.
I'm buying it.
We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Maybe I can get to Noveria before the Geth.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
Your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre.
Brother Blue!
I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can
Up to
answer
Marcus.
any questions you might have.
Hope your New Year's off to a great start, buddy. Yes, sir.
Huh, the more you know.
The Normandy ship.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100
Hey, my
battles.
man
Just
Shepard
taking out
kinda
like backroom
fit.
politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open.
Bro, Bloodborne on
Got anything you
PC
wanna
would
say
be
to the
so
crew?
freaking sexy,
Now's
bro.
the time.
Playing that junk at 120 plus frame. Lord.
Crew, this is Commander Shepard. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped. And I promise you all, we will stop him.
All right, Captain
Well
America.
said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Man, giving out freaking awful speeches.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
All right, Cap.
Yes, sir.
So sexy, right, Blue?
Sheesh. Wee. You love to see it.
Good goes. Sekiro. Is Sekiro on PC? Oh yeah, I think it dropped on PC the same day as I forgot it did. Yo, I kinda wanna play Sekiro again, cause once I beat it, I traded the freaking game in. I think GameStop gave me like $30 for that junk.
Sekiro was great. Really great.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has
Racism
always handled
against
its own
aliens?
problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Presley. Carry on, buddy. Death Stranding waiting room. For all the people in here that played Death Stranding, do y'all feel like I'd like Death Stranding? Be real. Yes. No. Maybe. No. No. Hell no. 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 I think you would, to be honest. It's comfy. No. Off stream? No. On stream? Probably. Really? You think I like it more on stream than off? I actually feel like I enjoy playing games more off stream than on. Because I'm not distracted, like trying to still engage with chat while playing. I enjoy games way more with ease when I'm not streaming. I think you would. You're a man of class. Ah, yes, class. Yes.
Commander, something you need?
I have to go.
All right, see you.
You there, pal? I hope you end up enjoying Mass Effect, though. Yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm open to anything. I'm trying. Got points for just examining that? To do a YouTube walkthrough like you did for RE8, but Death Stranding? I don't know about that. I don't know if that's one of those type of games. I don't know. For Hideo Stranding? I don't know about that one, Chief. Where we going now? How we get out of here? Already here though. Man, you gotta zoom out all the way. I love how they show you how freaking big it is. How much more can I? Oh, I was like, can I zoom out more? How big?
Mikey boy!
The universe action. Wow, this guy. Hey, yes, you a grown ass man, dog. Let me do. I want to do Novaria or Pharos. Well, go get Liara ASAP. Bruh, let me play the way I want to play, sucker. Look. Sekadas. An Asari archaeologist famed for her knowledge of the Earthians. Her last known location was somewhere in the... Well... Oh? Think so there, buddy? Sparta. Am I liking the game? It's cool so far. Ain't nothing like epic so far, but it got comfy vibes to it. And I always like when my games got comfy vibes. choose where I want to land. They really do a good job of showing you like how big the freaking space is. I don't know. Let's land. I don't know.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
All this lore. This info. Some can only be, well, I figured that they would do that unless this big game is really that huge. You could land like on every freaking place you find. I'd be like, what freaking year did this game come out again? You do my mains, Rex. Yo, I like Garrus, bro. I know I like Ollie too, but I like Garrus, bro. Do Garrus, man. No humans though, bro. I like the Ashley too. Damn, how many? Garrus the homie. Ah, I like Garrus, bro. But I was doing Rex and Tally. I'll rock with this. I'm rocking with it. Planet exploration somewhat sucks in this game. I don't know, for a game that came out in what a year did this game come out again? Wasn't it like 2008 or something? Or whenever. I feel like this is pretty incredible, to be honest. 2007, yeah, for the year that this junk came out, this is incredible. Frick, I'm supposed to go. Map, please. Alright, let's take this way. You can set like, I mean, yes you can. 2007 was a good year for gaming. Yes, it was. But I think that's the year that Halo 3 came out. Or was that 08? Well, that was 07, I think. What the hell? A pressure ball. 07, bro? This is incredible. Got an overheat dunk. Here we go. Yo, that man. Ooh, I didn't think he was that dangerous. Look, a broke dog. All right, let me keep my distance. I didn't think it was that dangerous. Not in an armored vehicle. The only fire that just jumped up. Oh, you dangerous. So for the people that love this franchise so much, why was Andromeda so frowned upon? Like, most people say that it was a freaking spit in the face of Mass Effect fans. They honestly wasn't that bad. The writing was horrible. The animations, ass story, ass graphics. It wasn't connected to the trilogy. Yeah. Trying to use turbo on this bad boy. Yo! Bro. Holy crap. L1? Bruh. Oh, boo. Okay. This is gonna tell you nothing. Can you just tell me the controls of the freaking tank? And we do got one. It's R1. Okay. These little pellets ain't doing nothing. We got a boost and we got different type of fire. Tell us. And a zoom in. Too many bugs, bad animations, and the story was mad. So it was a cash grab, is what you were saying. Tell us. Still got me. Any day now. This thing is actually like really dangerous. Look at that! Jesus! I don't know how to use this car yet. That alien's aim. Right! Bro, his aim is crazy. Alright. Keep my do that and then zoom out. You know, this like a big like Diglett just come right from freaking underneath me. He's coming this way. You might want to, can I get boost, please? Bro, if there was ever a time, thank you. My freaking camera, my thing is huge. Bruh. Finally, bro. Alright, we got rid of that sucker. What are you talking about, Eagle? Eagle, you always in a bad mood, sucker. I'm sick of this. I'm assuming I could get out of it. Okay. About to say how. Damn, my man wiped out a whole damn army.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
And
looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoko's command. We want to know what happened here.
Washed. Wash the ass. Can't do nothing with this.
Let's get moving.
Wow. Steam Deck delay? Oh. I never plan on that junk being like, I don't know. I'm still kind of undecided on Steam Deck, to be honest. I think it's interesting, but not interesting enough for me to be like, yeah, that's a day one. You know? Yeah. That's the one right there. I don't know about that one, Chief. I watch other people use the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
That's how open world games today be looking like. Vast nothingness. At least this game had an excuse. This is before its time in 2007. You cannot exit Mako until it is parked and on a level terrain. Kidding me? Kidding me, buddy? Look, I mean, what you want? I'm about to say. X button gives you a little jump if you need it. You getting that RTX 3050, Jeremy? OG Cash, I got the RTX 3070. I think I need a 54. Even though I still do kind of want to buy another one. Because I probably will need, if I plan on playing like streaming PC games into the future, which I do. If I don't want to drop the settings of my junk, I'm gonna need a stream PC. You know? Captain Mylon's identification tag. How it ended up here is impossible to know for sure. Oh yeah?
Just lead the way.
Interesting. I mean, Cash. That's if suckers will be able to find it. You think suckers is gonna be able to buy the freaking new freaking graphics cards like that? I mean, I feel like graphics cards are more hard to find than these new consoles. Unfortunately. That's a big ass F. The debris then. Dirtbag, you're freaking disgusting. Buddy. telling you, bro. Freaking GPUs. Oof. Good luck. Now, why you ain't tell me that before, Buckford? Sir Whoa! Sir Buckford, Sir Catford. A little jump button. The 10 series cars are not pricey right now. I want them old behind jumps. Yes, series. You got. Yo, Brandon, what's up, man? Hope your new year has started good. Has started off good so far, buddy. You know. What the frick is this? If there was ever a time, maybe if I had what's her face? Oh, come on, dog. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Yup, Sally. And the one time I don't have Tally, bro. Is this something important to salvage? Why don't I have Tally with me? No, it's not important. Tell us. Say no more. Well, don't look like there's nothing else on this wretched piece of rock. This is all side stuff. Alright. At least you got the 3070G. Somehow I got my... I mean, but yeah, we only got it through Paragon. If it wasn't for him, I still wouldn't be able to freaking... I probably still wouldn't have a graphics card. Unless I would have just paid the extra. Like... Unfortunately... Comfy music. Ah yes, methane and argon. Oh, I can only survey this. I can't land. Okay. Okay. Break. What do you think of Mafia 3? Game gets too repetitive but shines. Mafia 3 story-wise is incredible. But yeah, the mission design and the gameplay is repetitive. But story-wise, that game is great. But yeah, you're right. It's trash. As far as the other stuff. Looks like there's nowhere else to land on this part right here. Was that Sparta? That makes it a classic, huh? Sharjila. Mafia 3 gameplay was boring. Yeah, it definitely gets repetitive after a while, but if you just want a great story, that junk goated. I cannot tell a lie. But that's a boss way to land. Saving content. Alright, let's see what we got here. Pop at debris first. Bros, can y'all making me want to play freaking Mafia 3 again? Been a minute since I played that game too. Only beat it one time and dipped. Not too far, Cash. I'm still kind of getting my whips about the Mass Effect so far. Is this another thing that's electric? Oh man, I don't have what's her face? Or is this electric or not? Yup, man, should I just get Tali, bro? Honestly, I don't like this. Man, somebody gotta go. I want this stuff. Man, hold up. I'll be back. Tali, we need you. This sucker said replace that dumb dinosaur. Apparently Rex is goated. Buckford, are you kidding me? This sucker just called Rex a dumb dinosaur. The freaking disrespect. Why did... Oh, I'm about to say. This sucker... Are you kidding me, buddy? That dumb dinosaur. I'm white, but I couldn't believe the racism that was being portrayed in Mafia 3. No one deserves to be treated like that. I think that's why. Honestly, that's what a lot of people loved about Mafia 3 though. How like racist it was. Just being shoved back in a time machine and seeing how stuff was. Killing KKK members, bro. Mafia 3. Y'all really freaking making me want to play that game again. That and freaking, you know what else is good too? What's that junk? Freaking Wolfenstein. That's another good game if you just want to kill racists. You ain't a cop. I still have Mafia 3 Eagle. I never got rid of it. I still got it. I just gotta reinstall it. I still got it, buddy. Talia, we need you, fam. Jeremy can beat Wolfenstein 2 on... I'm guessing that's the hardest difficulty. Talia!
You lead. I'll follow.
Does it... so it don't matter who I got with me? She can't help me? Electronic skills. Level her electronics? I thought I wasn't leveled enough. Is it not? How much high I gotta be? I ain't even got no points. It's on 4. Man. Can't get it regardless. Well. Hate to see it. Trying to finish up this boring ass Horizon. Graphics is keeping me going through that. Maybe I have to play Horizon again. I don't remember the first Horizon being that boring, bro. At times, yes, it did drag. But the way people be saying, "But this game boring and trash," I don't remember it being that bad. I just remember the story being like, yo, these characters suck. And not caring about the NPCs. Maybe I should play it. Hell, Horizon come out next month. Maybe we should do another Horizon playthrough for next month. No, no. Oh boy. Can I move, please? What is even shooting me? I got a tank. Run that sucker over. Is there anyone else that got a problem? My map says there is. I see 2 dots. Should move my camera up a little.
Am I you now?
Horizon's backstory is top 5 of all time. Excuse me? Top 5. Sure about that, G-Nugget? I should play it. That's another thing I should do. I never played that Horizon. What's that junk called? The Frozen whatever DLC. Never played that neither. Should do that before Forbidden West. Forbidden Cock. Yeah, the Frozen Wilds. I have the Frozen Wilds, but I dropped it. You, Bugford? If you drop games, it gotta be trash. Drop the DLC? I gotta get that Doom Eternal DLC. Much as I love that game. Oh boy. Hey, I'm liking it right now. That'd be fine.
Easier.
One to the head. Yo, Rex, I thought that was you, sucker. That is not Rex. I think that's his cousin. I need to get better at using that. I don't know how to use that correctly. Look, I see you.
Go, go, go!
Go get him. Big.
Oh, man. Is there anyone else that got a problem? No, Blue, bro. There's the 3 DLCs that I want. What is it, 3 or 2? I didn't play the Final Fantasy DLC yet. I didn't play the Doom Eternal DLC. Those are the main 2 DLCs I want. The Ghost DLC, I don't really care too much for, to be honest. Even though I liked Ghost. But nah, I didn't. So. Oh, I did not. Can you vault stuff in this? Ghost the Ghost DLC is fun, but not a must. Would you say that if it was a Resident Evil DLC?
You
DK?
smart, you loyal, you grateful.
Us?
I appreciate that.
Stop ducking me in 2K.
Watch J, you about like 2 years too late. I don't even play 2K no more. We'll see next year, Y2J. I ain't even got the new 2K dog. What is this? That.
God is us.
You about 2 years too late, doc.
You my guy though.
I ain't even got that no more, chippy chief. Village DLC is being worked on. Can't say. It could suck. A village deal. Description skill too low. Dang. Wait, what? You discover evidence that the Asari leading these slavers and Nasana Dainteous, an important ambassador on the Citadel, are sisters. You should return to the Presidium and confront Nasana with it. Oh yeah? Well, got some info. Maybe you should do some main missions to level up a bit. Which one are the main missions? How will you tell? I'm just doing like how you tell which ones are main missions and side missions? Oh, I'm in assignments. No wonder. Okay, I'm doing little assignments right now. I've been doing straight side missions then. Well, not straight. I've done main missions, but within like doing assignments. Oh, okay. Well, I can inform Nasana about this new info I got. Dahlia's dead. Okay. Oh my god. Why did that sound scare me for a second?
Override succeeded.
Dang. 60? What that? Let me equip that. Hey, Eagle, chill out, bro. Stop right now, buddy. I need you to be the best version of yourself all 2022, Eagle. That's what I need from you, sir. Thoughts? I need that. I want that. Stop. Look at the stream. I see. I will cut you open, bitch. Jesus Christ. I hope I got all the important info into there, Buckford. Thoughts? The junk don't disappear on the map.
I hope so.
Yeah, you got the stuff? Say less.
Say no more.
Miss Tau Cluster. Ah, yes. Oh, Wolf. Think so, Wolf? Thurge just has a moment where he's thinking, what should I say? How should I respond? Hey, so what's wrong with this junk?
Break.
Okay, so it's somewhere in the Artemis Tau. So it is on one of these junks. Supposed to be. Planet Therum and NASA system for Liara. Planet Therum and NASA. All these damn planets. Nasus. Ah, yes. Actually, this guy, Jihad. Jihad, you like a Rick Ross. You three? And what else you said? Planet Therum and NASA system. Planet Therum.
You, Big Pun Big or Rick Ross Big?
Therum is a distant but rich industrial world claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. Its plentiful heavy metals have fueled the recent manufacturing boom on Earth. Core samples rich with the fossils of simple silicone-based organisms indicate Therum was more habitable in the past than it is at present. Perhaps this explains the many Prothean ruins dotting the surface, most of which have been looted by mining corporations.
Ah, yes.
Hello, Gory Glory. You still gonna do a spoiler cast for No Way Home? But that joint old as dirt now. Doing no spoiler cast for that. I'm tired of talking about that movie. Sucker's just gonna ask me, so you really think Far From Home better? Spoiler cast? You gotta do that within like the first like week or two. I feel like, you know? This mission was annoying as hell. Make sure you're upgraded, Jeremy. I hope so. This planet had my cheeks for a good minute on hardcore difficulty. Let's be glad I'm not playing on hardcore difficulty.
Commander, readings? Really strange.
Glory, glory.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Not so loud, it's coming through the damn mic. Glory. Thanks for the resub, man. I mean, the gifted sub, I should say, sir. Thanks, buddy. Yo, a planet with actual stuff going on. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Batman, if you really think Batman is going to outsell No Way Home, you're an idiot. Batman ain't coming nowhere close to them numbers. I'll put 100 on it right now. You ain't about that life though. Pussy. Nah, didn't it, Buckford? This sounds like his conditions. Well, you know, Willem Dafoe had conditions as well, but it was just like he wanted to come back and actually have, like, you know, a role within. I'm a Vanguard class, Orochi. Team Vanguard for life. At least in this game. I don't know about in Mass Effect 2 and 3. I love that, Buckford. Humble return, one would say. Humility. What the hell am I hearing right now?
Donation.
Aight Wolf, I'm gonna quit playing with you before you decide to
Sirs, I'm gonna let you know right now, bro. Stop, or I'm gonna time you out.
I hope you do try to pull a gun and yo ass get shot cause you a fraud and a larper. Don't ever come for me.
Stirs, we're not doing this year. I promise you, we're not doing this. I'm gonna time you out so I can stop. Freaking weirdo. Don't ever come for me. Oh, Talil. Saving content. Yo, prime time. What's up, bro? I see you.
Punch the Batman in the mouth. You should sneak around and pull its tail.
Wanna shoot, buddy? Are we dealing with the gas turrets, huh? Look like we might have to get out. Chief. Chiefy Chief. Avengers! Assemble. He loves you, Wolf.
You should be proud.
Can we knock this down? A gate to open? That's that waiting for Poet to drop the clip.
I'm a little busy here.
Sorry.
Brother Prime, want to get back in, sir? So... gotta be a... yeah, he must just... guess I have to get out. Go around. Oh. He was on the other side, boys. We can get to the side. I'll not go up this way. Why did the devs of Horizon make Aloy? I don't know. I didn't know suckers was paying that hard attention to how she'll look until people started to complain. To be honest, I had no idea. Pretty sure you can shoot the gate down or ram it. What I just tried to do, ain't nothing happened unless I got to do it multiple times. You sure about that, pal? You want to turn around the right way though? Yeah, you definitely can. What are you? Yeah, how you flip this junk if you want to? This ain't like Halo, I assume, where you can flip cars. Bro, now what am I supposed to do? Pretty serious, bro. You literally got me in this situation.
Donation. Donation.
It just fixed itself.
Donation. Donation.
Stirs.
I do love you, Wolf. Now let me take you out to dinner. I can wine and dine you, and when the night is over we can kiss under the moonlight. Then we can head to my house and drink some tea and watch WandaVision.
WandaVision, what WandaVision?
Oh, Talil. Which way did I come through? These controls kind of suck right now. Looking a little thicky in here.
It's looking sticky, put it in my blicky, I need it quickly.
The hell? What in the hell? Bro, what is going on? Get out. Game of the year? Yeah. I come in peace. I like the sound of that. I like that. I just messed that junk up. Are you serious? Who y'all shooting at? Wow, now I can't do it.
The IQ, the intellect.
Nah, that ain't IQ. I just messed it up. Hate to see it. Gate down. Kalinks, listen. He came for me first. What was I supposed to do? I come in peace. You know? Right now, the refinery. Upgrade kit. Ew. Take those. Wait, what? What are y'all talking about? Stirs wildin'? What does Stirs say? Bro, can y'all just time out Wolf and Stirs, bro? Just let these suckers like love each other in the freaking Shadow Realm. Just to time out both these suckers. Thanks, Buckford and Poet. I don't know if you actually did something to him, Wolf, but you're guilty by association, pretty much. Hate to say it. Alright, we getting back in. What did he say, DK? Y'all on the weird energy. Bro, this car, come on. You a tank and you freaking fall. Did a wheel just come off? What the frick? Ain't that a wheel right there? Actually, I think I need to open up this gate. What did he say, DK or somebody? Where's the gate control? Whoa! Look on that RPGs and all. Wanna calm down there, buddy?
Negative contacts, Commander.
Calm down there, sir. Reduce the atoms. Reaper 2. Ooh. Said he was gonna butt the freak. But that's why we can't get like new people, bro. Like, just imagine like a freaking new suckers come in here. The first thing they freaking see is Stirs saying, "I'm a busting you, nigga." Like, bro, what? I swear, y'all be holding me back so much. I need to just like ban y'all suckers for real. Like dead ass. Like, just be done. Just move on to bigger and better things.
But I love it too much.
Stirs, that is. Oh, Stirs. What a guy. Yo, this show looks really good right now. Look at this thing. The details. Guys. I'm chilled, guys. We chilled on this part. Wasn't there another zoom in for this? Why can I not zoom in right now? What is going on? Wasn't there an... Oh, yeah. I'm gonna die, buddy. Level up. Buffer, I'm not seeing why you said that this part was so hard on hardcore yet. Like, I don't just see, like, in what situation it could be. Unless they just, like, kill your tank health quick. Maybe. That's how. Oh, we got a big sucker. Yes, Colossus. Run this up over. The hard part is coming.
But wait, there's more.
Well. Saving content. By the way. Mass Effect on Insanity ain't no joke. Why would you do that to yourself? Unless you really, really, really love a game. Play it on Insanity. I be wanting to explore, but there don't be nothing over here. Different places. Vast nothingness. A true open world experience. Save your game often? Why? I ain't got no crash yet. Knocks on wood. Hope not. Brother Ascanius.
DayGamer hype, DayGamer hype, DayGamer hype.
What's going on, young boss man? Hope your 2022 is off to impeccable start, Ascanius. Ah, yes. Impeccable. Impeccable indeed. Which way did I come? Probably forgetting. Oh, this way or that way? I was definitely the checkpoint if you died. Probably. That's scaring me, bro. Whoa! And if I did die, we starting back here. Yeah, we go ahead and save. Just to be safe. Bro, this car, bro. Bro, y'all are so stupid, I swear to God. Yo, we really do gotta, and it's the same Twitch staff, the same Twitch staffer from last time. Swifty Spiffy, or however you say it. Hello. I am assuming you are a Mass Effect fan. No, because last time when the Twitch staffer wasn't Twitch staffer, the last time it was in Chow's on God the War, right? You got freaking Stirs going off. Stirs, you know what, bro? You're banned for the whole year, Stirs. Like, you're a done, buddy. I'm gonna start off my new year with Stirs banned for the entirety of 2022. You're freaking done, pal. Thoughts, chat? That part is I love Stirs too much that I couldn't even do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That last one. Right, DK, like, bro, as annoying as Stirs is, bro. That man funny. I couldn't even do it, dog. I'd lose in like probably 2 days. I guess we gotta get out. Can that? Yeah, it don't look like that could go through here. Hold up. Let me see if I could break this rubble. Let's try it like this. Don't look like a foul. I go through it. Saving content, by the way. So this junk is trying its damnedest to get through here. I hope I'm not stuck. Oh, God. Yo! Well, I guess I can. Somehow, some way, this junk said, I'm getting through here. And it did it. By the freaking gods. My man, no, I didn't. You saw exactly what I did. This is my first run. I just tried to do something, and by the gods, it worked. Holy crap. crap, these controls are horrible right now. My man cheated. Y'all just lack the IQ to do such things. Great see it. Come on, bro. If you can squeeze through that, you can squeeze through anything. Let's go. I ain't getting off neither. Oh, sorry.
Does he die?
Jesus. Listen, man, you know these old games got freaking bugs and glitches? You can always find a way. And by the God, oh my God, these controllers. And by the gods, I did. What way is this junk facing? We in here. Good goals. Good thing I'm in my car. A good thing I'm in here. We bought. Oh man. Wait. Whatever that is. This place light work. Are you kidding me? This is easy work. Probably because I shouldn't be in this junk, but hey, that ain't my problem. Did his last do that? Hello. Easy work. Easy work. You cheating, bro? Nah, I ain't cheating. Easy. Blue, you saw exactly what I did live, bro. Without me having any idea what I'm supposed to be doing. I just used a higher level of intellect. That's all. Hate to see it. Hey, hold up. Can I This remind me of that scene with the tumblers shoot everything in the Dark Knight Rise. Oh yeah. Got 8 points. Yeah. Unlock tactical armor. Think so? Ooh, I can get store discounts now. Take that. I got no Spectre train up here. Take that. Brother Rex. Improves health regeneration, physics resistance, and melee damage. Ew. When are we doing a Batman trilogy watch party? Right before the Batman comes out, and ain't that supposed to be in March, right? So probably sometime next month, or maybe later this month.
Who's to say?
My man Gears got 12. Whoa. The amount of times I restarted just on that part, you glitch. I didn't even mean to glitch the tank. Like, it just looked like it was trying to find a way through. So I hit that boost button one time. It's wraps. You love to see it. I'm actually enjoying this game, bro. I must say. Comfy vibes. Saving content, by the way. A will to act. Pretty sure Shepard's supposed to have his helmet on outside too. So is this junk glitched for this part too, Buckford? Listen, man, I'm just playing the game. Oh, God. Kill you? A little fighting you. I like that. Hey, get on, oh, y'all said his name, John? Rex is, oh, I see. Rex, I want you with that shotty. That's what I want you. Who y'all shooting at? Whoa! I need to start to use my freaking what's the jump that I got? The warp and the throw and the adrenaline burst. I could map. What's a good jump to map this to instead of always doing it like this? I'm gonna map this jump.
Area secure.
Well, so what now is what? Why? Get better at using that junk in combat. Move this thing!
I've never visited a Prothean ruin before. Aside from the Citadel, maybe.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Derry, bro, I'm gonna time you out. Seriously, stop. Thank God. Yo, Derry, you're freaking leaving, buddy. 8 hours. Make sure you save manually too, because these missions can get really long and checkpoint saves are so ass. Save no more. Well, actually, I can't save right now, so. Oh! Yo, don't this sucker sound like the freaking... What's that sucker's name in Winnie the Pooh? The freaking donkey or whatever his, I don't even know what he is. Eeyore. Don't Rex sound freaking sound like Eeyore? Hypo. You can't save in the, oh, okay. Here, let me save now, Chief. Depressed ass Eeyore. Fucking sound almost just like him. Rex the Eeyore. Why does Lauren get timed out? Because he's Lauren. He's guilty of everything. I don't need no proof. Liara! There she is.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Liara to Sony, I presume.
Thank the goddess. I did not think anyone would come looking for me. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Any suggestions on
You brought this on yourself as an option.
Should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Yeah? One of your people's, Rex? Boy, there they go, too. What is this? Ready. Got something real special for y'all boys, though. Real special. Can I not zoom in? Oh, yeah. One to the head. Boy. Clever girl.
Clear.
I can't believe Mass Effect Andromeda blew this entire trilogy out of the water. That's bait.
That's it. Bag of attack.
Bag. Whoa, what is this? Excuse me? I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just pressing random buttons. I have no idea. It's just like a gotta press something in a order. Oh. Break. Where?
How does he do it? How does he manage to do it?
Got 2 ads. So great. It is great. Gons resub.
So gay.
Well, that was easy. Uncharted movie looks fun. You think that movie is gonna turn out good? The Uncharted movie. I don't feel like it's going to be bad. I don't feel like it's gonna be. I don't know. I don't feel like it's gonna be like awful though. But yeah. It'll be an action flick. I'm good on that Uncharted movie. Dirtbag, you're still going to see it. Shut up. You seeing it day one. Why did you just delete that message, Chaos? Because he like was a spoiler? My man Chaos trying to get Uncharted spoilers, bro. The only reason I like Tom Holland is because he dates fine ass Zendaya. Wow. Archer, you are a great mod for what you just did to Fazzy. Fantastic. Oh, he copy pasted. My man Chaos. Top 5 mod on planet Earth. Easily. What the frick is this? Shoot. Some action is gonna show up. There she goes.
Liara.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think
quite
there was
easy.
any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Not so fast, Shepard. You sure she's on our side?
That's a good ass
Her
question.
mother's working with Saren.
I am not my mother. I don't know why Benezia joined Saren. I don't want anything to do with that Turian bastard.
If she was with Saren, the Geth wouldn't be trying to kill her.
What about this, Shepard?
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator.
Escape
It
Punk,
should
is
take
this
us out
one of
here. Come
your
on.
favorite Mass Effect characters?
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. Obviously, he wants you to find it.
Apparently, Kenna, you have freaking... You're such an idiot. Apparently, though, Kenna, you have relationships in this game, though? I think that's what people say.
Must have triggered a seismic event.
Oh, not in this one?
We have
But
to
what, in
hurry.
2?
The whole place is caving
Yo,
in.
drop clutch. I appreciate the gifted sub, sir. Oh, so you can, Buckford. This man said yes. You can smash in this game. Like he was excited to say that or something.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
On the double. And make it trouble.
I mean, prepare for trouble.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Alright, Eeyore. Speaking of that Fable reboot, when they supposed to be showing more info for that? Fable on Xbox. There go your people, Rex. Krogans.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
Kill this bastard.
There a reason you're in my way?
The same reason you're here. The Asari. Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants.
Think so?
Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Damn. My man, Plus. Boy. Hold on, bro. Please pop your head up just one time, I beg of you. Oh man! Yo, Garrison's down? Woo! Hey, these suckers quit! Oh, he almost killed me, bro. Garrus, is that Garrus? Where's Garrus at? Garrus is down! Are you kidding me? Where, your people at, Rex? What is my man doing? Rex is down! Woo! Oh man. Drop his stupid ass! Why is he gaining health? Idiot! Also, you can revive your squad? Or no? Or like once they're dead, they're dead. Use items? None of my squad died before, so I never knew. Wait, so how did you do that? Because I heal with triangle. What do you do if you want to revive them? You need to level up the Spectre skill. Evoking King. Say no more. Gamer, if you need a new mod for 2022, say a less Commander.
10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there and your pilot is making jokes.
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must
Salas.
be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience with your species,
Hunter, I ain't say nothing.
But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
Alright,
what did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
50 years?
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Only?
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
Did your research turn up anything interesting?
What is interesting is what I did not turn up. There is remarkably little archaeological evidence of the Protheans, and even less that might explain why they disappeared. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved.
Stop using so much neutral options. Sometimes you have to pick up and down for either Paragon or Renegade. It affects the story.
But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them.
Look at Matt.
I cannot
trying to coach.
I
mean, this is his
the
game,
galaxy is
Chaos.
on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Shut up and I'll tell you.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence
Left
do you
option
have?
usually means more info. The left option usually means more info. Top right, good guy. Middle of the road. Bottom, bad guy responses. Just trying to answer how I would answer.
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user.
So apparently in this game they do C-Mac. In Mass Effect, the story can base. It's not like Telltale to where like the choices,
even a badly damaged one,
I mean, they matter but not really.
But the beacons were only programmed.
Apparently they actually do matter in Mass Effect.
Physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry.
Oh yeah, Buckford!
Curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit or Saren.
So what good are you? What a a-hole response.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere.
What gift you would send me on Steam? I get no gift from you, C-Mac.
Protheans might be useful.
You send me a what?
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
I still ain't set Buckford's freaking Yakuza Kiwami, freaking Kiwami, me too. Still ain't accept freaking Death Stranding from freaking Fazzy, and you sent me something too? I ain't get it. Well, at least it hasn't showed up. Great, another alien. So the bottom responses are just asshole response.
We've already got every other non-human species on board. Might as well add an Asari to the team.
Thank you, Commander. I am very
Please
grateful.
don't accept Buckford's game.
I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is
Chakwa.
probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Prothean's true fate. I need some time to process all this.
I've never played it,
Still, it could not
Ruben,
hurt to be examined
neither,
by a
Ruben.
medical
That's why I'm
professional.
playing it now.
It will give me the chance to...
I'm
think
liking it
things
so
over.
far.
Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are
You're
filed, Commander.
dismissed.
You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
You are free to act as you see fit, Commander. Our role is to offer guidance and advice.
It's up to you if you're smart enough to listen.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Ah, yes, of
Good luck,
course.
Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Mass Effect 2 damn near 10 times. You played through Mass Effect 2 10 times, poet? Ain't these games long as freak? I'm playing through a game 8-10 times. That must mean I really like that game. Really, really, really like that game. Oh man. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Alright, random. Find your squad on the ship and chat with them. Say no more. Hey, Chicky.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I,
That's like 10 Avengers movies.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun, fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well,
I
I'll tell
did
you the
not.
same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me
cool,
as charity for my
Joker.
disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know?
COVID?
Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Froelich syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around.
Look at Mr.
One
Glass
wrong
from,
step and crack. It's very dramatic.
What's it
I've
called?
learned to manage my condition, Commander.
Mr. Glass.
Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little
No,
children
not
laugh.
Anthony Dave.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Where are my actual squad members? Like Garrus and Rex. What do you think of that? They on the other floors? Take the elevator down? Ain't no more. Brother Poet. Oh, so is this your favorite game or something? I mean, you beat the first one like 5 to 6 times. You say you beat 2 like 10 times. I mean, what's the deal? What's the dealio? Favorite franchise? Yes? Really? I always found it so interesting how like suckers just know their favorite franchise like off top. Like I can't do that. I could name my top 3 or 5. Even that's kind of tough. Suckers just know that jump like off rip. Crazy, crazy. Dr. Chakwa.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of
It's that easy?
Earth always seemed boring to me.
I already know what you're about
safe,
to say, DK.
Too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds.
This series is leagues and above a lot of RPG series.
Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse. And the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Wow, Blue.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
Best game to me is Star Wars Unleashed 2. Don't at me, cause bitch, it ain't yours.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Star Wars Unleashed 2. Oh, Liara. God damn, I didn't realize how tall you were.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Alliance medical personnel take courses in alien biology, just in case.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interested.
Hunter, you're so freaking horny, bro.
Most of my time on remote digs.
Can you romance Liara?
Buried in long forgotten Prothean ruins.
I'm sick of you, Hunter. I'm sick that we share the same thoughts.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
Don't try to study me.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess! How could I be
By
so
the
nice?
goddess.
You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were
You know what
instrumental
other
in forming the
RPG?
council,
I can't wait until it comes out.
Peaceful
Elder Scrolls
cooperation in
6.
galactic disputes.
As much as I enjoyed Skyrim before it got
Each species contributes something
like
to the greater
10
whole.
different versions,
Although we seek to understand
I
other
feel like that's
species,
another
it seems
game
few
that
of them
goes
seem
like
to
as deep
understand
as
us.
this with like
The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation
all the
about
stuff you could do.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is
Gotta get ready to wait another 4
Male and
years.
female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
That's the soul. These suckers literally, I mean, but damn, the possibilities. That's disgusting.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
So these suckers have sex mentally?
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
IQ?
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical
Sounds
approach to our
boring.
unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Huh.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I still have not seen that movie, DK. I never cared about freaking Avatar. Even when it was getting all that, like, hype, I just never, I don't know. I never wanted to see it.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
You know how much work will go into this for like a game to have like almost every, I don't know how much freaking different races and species that the Mass Effect franchise has, but to have like this much like details, bro, you know how much like work will go into this?
Huh.
Maybe she wanted to meet you, but couldn't.
That's the beauty of Mass Effect.
Maybe she passed away.
Yeah?
You might be right. I hope you are.
This was BioWare in their prime.
To know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner.
What's BioWare today?
Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
So a whole bunch of single parents. Sounds like the black community.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
Unfortunately.
I rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
We don't talk about today's BioWare.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it,
Can I just do this?
We were not able to mate with our own species.
Hey, Skip.
Union with our own kind is no longer. Asari daughters and I am.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Just say
we having nothing but success in
goodbye.
2022, fellas. Simple.
Ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as
Brother C Money.
Why agree to the union if she didn't want any children?
I cannot answer that.
What a guy.
This is all speculation on my part.
What's up, C Money? I hope your New Year's off to a great start, buddy.
But something happened to her before she had the chance. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Yeah, why didn't you give me the good? This don't be glitching sometimes. There was no goodbye.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
I just learned a whole bunch about you, Liara. I'm sure we will be talking more soon. Alright, what a elevator app for a word to the not so wise about your girlfriend. Do what you this guy. Oh my god. Galene, you're a freaking idiot. I swear to God. A word to the not so wise about about your girlfriend.
Do what you need to her with her, then broom her fast.
Oh, you just made me want to watch Spider-Man 1 for that. Willem the Goat.
Do what you need to her with, then broom her fast.
Commander, nice work out there. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSAC.
Brother Garrus.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things.
This your guy Demolish?
Buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I wrote...
Garrus, a top tier Mass Effect character. Rod to die. Oh yeah?
I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Hold on. Sister Ashley.
Commander, you have a minute to talk.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
What's your bitrate? Stream looks so clean.
Different aboard the Normandy, but
it be looking cleaner when you're not in action, but then as soon as like the action like pops up, you'll start to see
Should they have full access to the ship?
think it's at 5,000 though. I think.
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems.
Will do,
Engines,
skate punk.
Sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Yo, Ashley literally just looks like a Karen. Racist ass. Racist against aliens?
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
Look at her.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council
stand
members say
Ashley.
now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
How cynical.
You've got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human.
No, I don't know about
racism,
that.
Not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
It's not racism, not really.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother...
Well, from the beginning, DK? Or a specific one?
I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
Bro, these... just shut up.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, sir. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces.
All of them?
I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
Ashley Stan, put respect of Ashley. Oh, you like Ashley Orochi? I didn't say I disliked her.
Guess you make a habit of second-guessing your superiors.
No, sir.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
Okay.
Would you kiss anyone I ordered you to?
That depends, sir. If you ordered me to kiss a superior officer, that would be a violation of the regs concerning fraternization. That would make it an illegal order. I'd be required to decline and relieve you of command. Sir.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least, I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life?
The hell?
Illuminating.
That's between you and her.
Scuttlebutt says otherwise. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands
I see
of
why
years.
you like Orochi, you freaking freak. I feel like Ashley is one of those chicks that do anything.
We'll talk later.
You say jump, I'll say how high, and what's your cheek to kiss? Yo freaky ass. You ain't slick.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies?
Anything?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well,
sorry
as long
if I
as you don't
said
mind
too
paying for
much.
it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Woo! 31, Jesus. Not even 30, that's 300, what the frick? I'm broke. But look at the damage. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Lord have mercy. Look at these prices, bro. I'm a broke sucker. I'm a broke sucker. At 10,000, this sucker asking for 100, 200, 300,000. Yeah, I ain't got time for you, chick. I bought a sniper rifle that I already have. This scalper tier prices, literally.
Yeah.
Ollie, where's Rex at?
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small.
Of course you respect it, dirtbag.
I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
I had no idea. Rex was with Garrison. Was he? I didn't see his big behind. Tally's so wholesome. Like Tally, huh, poet?
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep it running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty,
Dirtbag, what is that emote?
Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have.
Pretty much, Coinks.
That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many.
Legend, I must say though, this is the longest that I've played Mass Effect. Yes, without being like, all right, y'all, watch parties time. No?
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child.
Yo, Chris Barnett, what's up, baby?
It would strain our resources.
How's your New Year going so far, Chris?
Of course,
you doing good, bro?
Can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed.
Damn, hey, stop tearing these drums up.
In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
Yeah?
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however.
Nah, TK, no, but I never planned on beating Breath of the Wild. I just wanted to like play it. I never cared about the story. Most times when I was on it, I would just look for shrines because I enjoyed that part about the game. I never did main missions, or rarely.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each
I thought I was born to watch.
Govern our daily lives. But in theory,
Maybe.
we are still under military
playing and watching is different things.
The 5 top-ranking military officials
That was
in the fleet serve on the
comfy game,
Admiralty
though.
Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires
You think it's boring, TK?
the Admiralty, and they can only do this once.
Like Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild is kind of like Persona.
It's a safeguard that served us well.
As far as like
in nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
one of those games you play if you just kind of want to sit back and relax and just like, you know, dive into a game. But as far as like action and stuff, yeah, it's not like that. I ain't saying it's better than Persona. I'm saying like the vibes of like Breath of the Wild and Persona is kind of like the same comfy vibes.
See you later.
Hold that. Where is my man Rex, bro? I'm looking for you. There you are, chilling in the cut.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
Orochi, you still ain't beat Persona 5? What Palace? Yo, Blue, you are such a fraud. Yo, you know how many suckers I'm starting to see get on Mass Effect now because I'm playing it? Blue, you're such a freaking fraud, bro. And don't you dare say, oh, I've been playing. No, you haven't. Yo, y'all suckers really be getting on me. What a guy. I want to see Jeremy play XCOM, see if he has the... Ain't it that RTS game? I think, is that XCOM? Nah, I told her that's like a swear. Be like, oh no, I was playing it. He did that when I was playing what other game was that? He swear he don't be doing that. Tell me your story, Rex. Don't be short with me.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost
This one time at band camp?
Race. That was fun.
Jesus. A big deal.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth?
Well, damn, right? You don't gotta get so depressing.
Your entire species?
Yo, Dark Man, I appreciate the bits, buddy. Yes, sir. I'm finally playing Mass Effect. Blue, just admit it, dog. Oh man, Blue playing Mass Effect now. Ta.
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Damn, Rex.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Oh, time out! Who are you talking to, Blue? First off, I'll strip your mod, ban your black ass, and send you back to the Shadow Realm, buddy. Donut be mad because you're a gamer deep down, sheep. Who this nigga think he is?
As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago.
Think of that mod can it be stripped up, Playboy?
But it's not what's killing us.
That's a bitch, nigga.
Don't be mad.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
That is us. Stupid ass.
So long, Rex.
No!
Shepard.
I ain't done with you. I want to learn.
Shepard.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Man, Nocturnal ain't going at it. Sucker just got a little spicy.
What can you tell me about
Gotta
the
let his black ass know.
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it.
Rex, stop trying to be a tough guy.
All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Wow.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Shepard. Wow, Rex. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Lakers and the Kings tied at 81. I expect the Kings to win. Per usual. I think like yeah, how much points I got in it. What should I call it? At 8 points. 4. Allows you to immediately restore your squad members to a fighting state after they have been. See, I can't even do that before. My charm. Why you ain't customize your character, Jeremy? I didn't really. Well, I was about to.
The intellect.
But then they was saying how, you know, like the voice wouldn't really match. And plus, I've always seen like Shepard even before I played Mass Effect, so I didn't really want to like have a whole created character. I just kind of wanted to play as Shepard. Pretty much, I like playing with white people. It makes me feel powerful. There goes Dirtbag with that emo. Buckford said, "I feel you, Jeremy."
You didn't say that. Tell me. You did not just say that.
Artorio was right. Oh, this is Kaiden? I don't be using you, bro. I'm done with it.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Roger, I like Shepard. You wouldn't feel right now trying to switch it up. Shepard. You know? This man A-Mart. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa there, pal. How do I get back up to... Oh, yeah. This man, Poet. Poet, why do you... Bro, this is my first stream of the year, Poet, and I bet you got at least like 10 different clips all already. This sucker posted like 100 clips for the 2021 Twitch comp. This sucker don't be playing.
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Presley. Do carry on. Poet goated. Brody, that man be flipping everything. He never miss. The Embassy Lounge on the M level. Ah, yes. Yo, Bond, what's up, bro? Or Black. What should I call you? Black Bond? Or I wanna to be honest, you don't have to do 95% of those assignments. I didn't. I like doing them though. Not all of them, of course, but
I like it.
Mr. Krabs. Back to the Citadel. Oh boy. Whatever you please. Whatever you please, brother, except Black Bond. This is Black Inferno. I changed my name to my producer name. Producer? So you make beats, Black Inferno? Low key, Metal Gear Solid 5 is the best stealth game of all time. Are you literally dumb? Metal Gear Solid 5? Shit take. In terms of gameplay, it is, bro. The biggest mistake they ever did was making Metal Gear Solid a open world game. I'm wrong? I'm wrong. You're wrong. C-Mac, shut up. You're black. Your opinion don't matter. Your opinion don't matter. Shut the frick up. Metal Gear Solid 3 stealth was better than 5? I don't know. Just the thing that 5, the best stealth game of all time, I don't know about that at all.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Yo, how the freak do I be getting lost in this freaking ship? I just want to get outside. Ship exodus to the left of Joker. Looking cool, Joker. Ah, yes. Thank you, thank you. Y'all, Liara, I'm kind of liking you. I learned some stuff about you. I like Gears too right now. What? I don't know, bro.
Equalizing
I still feel like,
with
to be honest, bro,
atmosphere. Logged.
my favorite Metal Gear Solid experiences were 1, and I played 1 like in 2012 or 13. Even out with that outdated gameplay and the freaking camera. 1 was incredible, bro. 1 and 4. I like those more than 3.
The commanding
Others be like,
officer
3 is the best
ashore.
one of all time.
Exo
3 is
Presley
great, but
has the deck.
1 and 4, man. I let us. Is Persona 5 Strikers good? It's horrible, Chris. Please don't download it. So, freaking Suckers is trying to get me to download the junk. Ain't doing it.
Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Commander Shepard, SSV Normandy.
You don't know who I am, do you, Commander? I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. And the Council got their
Did you get a dono for this game to just pirate
our
it?
ship and you.
Excuse me?
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
This ship saved our lives a dozen times over.
An exaggeration. I've read your reports. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
I'm sure you'll find everything in order, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long.
I'll smack the mess out of you. Talking spicy.
Commander, I'm not happy.
Sounds like a fairly common situation.
Commander, I suggest you secure your mouth. It's going to get you in trouble. Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander after everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
I agree, sir. But I don't see what my crew can do about it. That's something you fix in dry dock.
No, Commander. That's something you get right the first time. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
I think you should see her in action before you make that call.
Do you now? Well, I'll just have a bed made up in your cabin. Camp out until you find a fight. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan?
You dissing my crew now?
Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment.
Nerd motivation. Motivate. Yo, nerd motivation. I appreciate the raid, my G. Even though I'm about to end the stream soon, my G. Hope your 2022 is off to a good start, nerd motivation. Thanks, bro.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you're an idiot. Thanks, nerd. Yo, this sucker he roasted my ship. Well, first he roasted me, roasted my ship. Now he roasted my crew members?
The simple fact is, I'm also part of the council's chain of...
You answer to me!
They expect...
805 King, you're freaking banned!
You belong to me! Right!
Just like I said, watch parties after. No, it ain't gonna be no watch parties, but I know one thing that there will be timed out 1 hour. Which means the rest of the stream, because I'm about to end.
The council expects a whole hell of a lot from the Alliance, Commander. They better start giving back real damn soon. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
Yo, I don't like the way this sucker talking to me, bro. Rear.
None, sir.
Very well. I'll be sending my report and corrective recommendations to the Joint Military Command. Not that I expect them to do anything about it. Too many interest groups have too much money invested in this. Commander Shepard?
Don't salute me, sucker. See those grayed out options? Top is Paragon, bottom is Renegade. You need to avoid neutral option. Huh. The more you know. Trying to kidding me, bro?
With all this exploration of Prothean culture, this must be like a survey for you, Liara.
Our travels now are somewhat different from my normal excavations. I would prefer lengthier studies and fewer explosions.
The loss of
Yo, these two right now are my favorite. It went from, well, Rex is like too like tied up the ass right now. Right now, I think these two are my favorite because I learned a lot about Liara or whatever her name is, and Garrus.
Commander Shepard, sorry to bother you. This is Lieutenant Girard down in the docking bay. There is a woman here. She was rescued from Batarian slavers a few weeks ago. She is from Mindwar. I guess she was taken in the raid on your town.
Excuse me?
She's been a slave for the past 13 years? Is she all right?
Not really. She's a little messed up. She got free somehow, grabbed a gun from one of my guys.
You don't like Ashley no more? No, she's racist.
She says she wants to die. I hope you
like a white Karen.
It's a long shot, but you went through the same
Ashley
thing.
ain't bad,
The
though.
raid. I figured maybe you could talk her out of her tree.
I'm on my way, Lieutenant. Sit tight.
Anything you could do would be great. I don't want to. She's been through enough. I'll have my men stand by for you.
That's a good side quest. What what a side quest is this? This one, yeah. Put respect on Ashley. Listen, Orochi, just because you have weaknesses for the white flesh, for Becky's, don't mean that I have to, sir. You ain't slick. On the Presidium level. Say no more. Yo, for this game to come out in 07, bro, this shit got a lot going on. I feel like this game was ahead of its time. In different ways.
Huh. The more you know.
She's voiced by a black woman. Stay woke. Oh yeah? So they pulled a reverse what's that chick's name in Uncharted 4? Why can I not? The name is not coming to me. Nadine. So they pulled a reverse Nadine? Had a black character with a Laura Bailey playing her? I always wonder why they did that. If you're gonna have a black character, I mean, I guess it don't really matter at the end of the day, but you're gonna have a black game character. I don't know. It don't matter, to be honest.
Police have been seen in Al-Jalani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
Oh, yes, I do, because I know that you always be doing those nerd motivation posts on a YouTube, CS. I ain't know you was on Twitch, though, until you said that. I ain't know you stream on Twitch now, my guy, but I know exactly who you are, you bald-headed black bastard. What's up, bro? A few questions. God, yo, I feel like in this game, like 80% of this game is talking. Interesting talk, but
what do you want to know?
Nonetheless.
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that.
She's a reporter?
Humans have been trying to
give her the
respect
Tobey
of the Galactic
Maguire
community for
treatment.
26 years. With that in mind,
You know
what are
how
your
what's the
feelings
name
on
be
being
doing
the first human
the paparazzi? Yo, Toby be mean as hell to the paparazzi. This sucker does not play.
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy.
Represent the
We
best
have
of
to
the
join
best
them
of
as
the
an
best of the best.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
So blue means what? And red, so like red is like when you taking like the bad route, and blue is like good, and this one is neutral. I just noticed they got different colors now. Blue is Paragon and red is Renegade. Blue is good and the red is asshole route. I'm gonna be an upstanding citizen, a man amongst the people, a good role model for the youth.
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
The more in-depth, infamous, cuck, and toxic. What? I mean, it's all based on the way you play it, but what options are like the better ones to go? To go Paragon or Renegade? This interview is over. Tom, you shut up. Shut her up?
I've had enough of your snide insinuations.
What?
You son of a bitch!
Who does that?
Make sure everyone in the Alliance sees that. Your career is over.
I didn't know what he was. This sucker swung and hit. What is this? That wasn't even a bad choice. It wasn't red. That sucker said, "I'm sick of your." And then he walked up and dropped her. Wow. I did not see that coming. I never seen that part. You love to see it. Those are the embassies, right, for that side mission I'm trying to do? Hold up. Hold up. Mr. Krabs. Those are the embassy lounge and the Presidium level. Huh, the more you know. Yo, I did not expect that. That sucker swung. At least he ain't hit her in the face. How you gonna drop a reporter? This game's funny. Dropped her ass. Oh. Got her stupid ass. I'm enjoying this so far.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard.
Bro, everybody want to talk. Damn. Who was that? Oh, this dude?
Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
What do you need?
My wife was a Marine.
Damn
She
about
was
your
in the
wife?
212 on Eden Prime. I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
I can put in a word with the embassy and speed things along.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral and the respect she deserves.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye. Dirtbag, shut up. Shut your freaking mouth, buddy. Sick of you. Bro, shut Leo, shut up. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I just went with what Butford told of me. He's the real wife beater. Asana, there she go. Wait, I just seen her. Oh, her.
I know you. You're Commander Shepard, the human Spectre. Is there something I can do for you?
Heck nah, Jerry, but I will have some watch parties later this week.
You're Nasana, right? I ran into your sister, Dahlia. It didn't end well for her.
Watch parties?
What? Are you saying she's...
Dahlia's dead, Nasana, and I know she was blackmailing you.
And I was all set to try to manipulate you into hunting her down for me. But I guess that won't be necessary now, will it?
You wanted your sister dead?
If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
I've got a better deal. I just want money, to be honest. Jerry, now you want to play these games again, bro? Of course you did, Blue. Better deal. But I'm tired of you trying to get me to play Yo Away.
You're a diplomat on her way up the ranks. It could be handy to have a Spectre who owes you a favor.
You make a good point. Anyone can come up with credits, but I can give you authorization to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available. Goodbye, Shepard. It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
Oh, yeah? So now I'll be able to get Asari mods from where? The shop? Who this sucker?
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the diplomatic corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Yeah, this was for the Samesh guy.
You 40 months up in this BIH. Happy New Year,
Language. Yo, brother Hybrid, what's going on, brother man? I appreciate the 40-month resubscription, my guy. Hope your New Year's off to a great start, buddy. Thanks, bro.
Yes. A man named Samesh Bhatia is having some trouble claiming his wife's body.
Ah, Mr. Bhatia. A good man in an understandably frustrating position. I wish I could help him. Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
You're studying her injuries to learn more about Geth weaponry.
The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
Man. So, now that I got options of, like, different... I never had these colors before. So, now I should never, like, answer with these? Oh, I mean, I guess it don't really matter. Buckford? I say not to give me feedback and then ask for feedback. I don't even know what that is, TK Mo. I'm not playing this game with mods until I beat all 3 games.
I'll tell Samesh. Next time you cut up a dead soldier, at least tell her husband the truth.
That was just the reaction we were hoping to avoid, Commander. But if you think it will help, tell Mr. Bhatia the truth. Perhaps he will understand. Please let me know if you have any other questions.
Wow. Yo, my man Shepard getting a little saucy, bro. Dropping female reporters. Grabbing suckers by their collars. Man, Shepard getting a little saucy in his Spectre role. Little saucy McSaucers. Her motivation said he let another man. What that man do always October ain't got nothing to do with me. CS Andreas?
Hello, Commander.
Ain't got
Has
nothing
any
to do
progress
with
been
me,
made with
Jay.
Mr. Bosker? Will he return my wife's body?
What's up, always October?
They're running medical studies on Nirali. That's why they won't release the body.
Tests? They're holding my wife's body for tests? My wife served the Alliance faithfully. She gave her life for humanity. And this is how they repay her.
Mr. Bhatia, your wife died defending humanity. We still need her help.
What right does the military have to hold her body? She's already given her life.
If the military had asked your wife to submit to tests to save human lives, what would she have said?
It doesn't matter. She's dead. I just want her to come home. I miss her so much. Let them run their tests. Let my wife save lives so that others are spared the loss I feel today. Goodbye. Thank you for finding me answers.
Hi! Trophy Whack. Paragon +8. Easy. Starting to, you know, get into the bobs, bro. Massive. Woo! 30 points, Liara? Oh, we got time for you, baby. We got time. You kidding me? You kidding me, baby? Upgrading your charm. My freaking charm is almost freaking Every time I can upgrade it, I do. It's damping. Brother Shepherd. And my charmer's almost every time I can upgrade it, I do. So that's how I have the helmet on.
Huh. The more you know.
Well, chat, I must say, I have enjoyed Mass Effect today. Yes, sir. Definitely gonna be playing some more of it this week. Get off, though, dog.